All right, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of... Oh, hi, who are you? Is that my mom? Okay, weird. Very first playthrough of Karma the Dark World. Last time we played through Act 2, Part 2, and now we're going to play through Act 3. The How Long to Beat time is 4.5 hours on this game, according to How Long to Beat, and we're already past that. Every act of creation is a first act of destruction, Pablo Picasso. So I'm going to guess that this is the last act, and it doesn't have a part 1. 90 minutes after Rachel's death. Okay. So, Act 3, Facade. Okay, so this happens right after what we just saw at the end of Act 2. And I'm going to guess that it's a fairly short act. Act 3s often are. If this is a 3-act game, that's standard. Most games with acts have 3.
I must act quickly.
Not all, but
the
most.
The Bureau will surely soon find out the fact that I came here to investigate on my own will.
So I bet you we don't have long to go. This has been an interesting game. I have enjoyed it. You know, it's not... We'll talk about it a little bit more. Ooh. We'll talk about it a little bit more once we beat the game, but it's not exactly my kind of game. But for what it is, I have enjoyed it. To Mr. Douglas, the Loyal Thought Bureau Inspector, I, Hans Mueller, hereby report that with my real name, that Chief Fred of Winston Research Institute has been accepting bribes. I've witnessed multiple instances where Fred received prohibited items, such as cigars and red wine from others. If it is convenient for you, you can find me in the clerk office of Winston Research Institute, where I have photos of evidence. All for Leviathan, and I wish you success in your work. Hans Mueller. Narc. Fucking snitch. Is this empty? Okay. Well, there must be something else in here, right? Oh, he wrote a book. The Great Chief, Beacon of Science. It's a cool clock with the eye. I like that. Oh, it's just gonna do it again. Okay. Oh. I get it. I get it. 4:15. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh. Open. fucking nailed it. So it's the first tone is the number of hours. The second tone is 15-minute intervals, so it goes to 45, and then the third tone is minutes. Let's go. Gold Rush Official Committee Report. File number GR 1945-001, classification top secret. Summary. Under the direct guidance of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, Fred Ebert and Blank established the Gold Rush team in 1945. The team's initial mission was to obtain and decipher multiple classified documents during the post-war Reconstruction period, aiming to provide key support for post-war Reconstruction. 1949 Event Report. File number, top secret. The Gold Rush team discovered multiple hidden research facilities of defeated nations 800 meters below the Winston Institute. All scientists and equipment within the facilities were destroyed by unknown creatures. The team used a giant magnetic field to seal the crater, but unknown black liquid labeled Dyson, I can't remember how they said it, began to flow out of the crater. This substance exhibited extremely high pure energy properties and significant entropy reduction capabilities. Subsequently, the Gold Rush team launched in-depth research on the substance and initiated the New World Plan. 1953 Research Progress. Top secret. Fred Ebert and Blank proposed using the designed substance as an energy source to restart the New World Plan for defeated nations. The USSR approved Blank to officially launch the research of the Mother Project. 1965, Organizational Reform, top secret. 12 scientists from the Gold Rush team formed the Gold Rush Committee, and using the research results of the Mother Project, jointly led and managed the East German experimental area. Leviathan Technology Company was officially established. The Winston Institute was rebuilt, and Blank was appointed as the first director, while Fred Ebert became the chief scientist. 1966, Accident Report. During the design research director Blank, Fred Ebert, and Blank had an accident which resulted in injuries to Blank's children. Fortunately, there were no fatalities. 1968 Internal Investigation. How much more of this shit? Fred Ebert reported that Blank and Blank concealed the truth about the accident during the design research and accident involving Blank's children. Fred Ebert and Leviathan agents went to Blank's residence and discovered that Blank was dead and Blank was missing. Blank's children have been taken in by Leviathan Corporation. So this is about me. They're talking about my father. No. Well, because they were talking about taking a child in, which is what they did to me, but no, my parents weren't dead. So, never mind. This report details the major events and research progress of the Gold Rush team since its establishment in 1945. The black liquid substance, Decide, mentioned in the report and its related research results have significant strategic significance. The investigation into the incident involving Blank and his family is ongoing, and the Leviathan Corporation will provide full assistance. Are you talking about Lucas or Sean or... As you can see, I'm not really following the story as closely as I could be, I guess. Oh, really? That's not true. What really is I've just slept since the last time we talked about this, so I don't fucking remember. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, there's only 3 photos, so there's only a few combinations. So, let's just start. Shift schedule. Daniel McGovern.
Rachel is a woman with courage and a mind of her own. As an opponent, I respect her. Her memory is also the reason why I'm back here again. For Lucas, she exchanged the final terms with Fred and that professor. She really trusted them, even if it meant paying with her life. What a pity.
Okay. I thought maybe it mattered where I put them. Does it not? Maybe it
Ever
does.
since the company first sent me here to investigate, I've just been a passenger along for the ride. The suspects died one after another, and the killer was fully aware of Rome's brain dive operations. But almost every time, the killer intentionally left clues for me, encouraging me to delve ever deeper.
That's my dad.
Don't know if it's a trap or... But now I can trust no one.
Because that's definitely my
Even the
mom,
company.
right?
Damn. He's dead. I'm too late. Whoever killed him must be the person behind all of this.
He looks like he might have killed himself. Oh, maybe not. There's no gun. Can I combine the photos in my inventory? Oh.
Fred isn't the type to sacrifice his life for others. His achievements even predate the history of this city. Perhaps the purpose of his death is to bury everything? It puts a stop to the whole thing. Now that this road has come to an end, Sean's story is tragic. After everything that happened, his wife left him once he was demoted to a clerk. Sean's file has several violations for smuggling company assets to the city border, presumably because he has to take care of his 8-year-old daughter. That could be the leverage that killer used against him.
Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. I can't play it or anything. Is there anything else? Subject, Lucas. Species, originally human, now an amalgamation of Design and human. Physically dead, vital signs maintained by Design. Food, human corpses. Method and objective, observe and analyze the outcomes of potential effects of Design human amalgamation to maintain Lucas's vital signs. The subject is regularly fed human corpses and the consumption is recorded. For day 10, he was eating 12 corpses a day. Okay, so what do I do now? Correctly place the photos on the investigation whiteboard. No. Okay. So, how do I know? Oh. So this one has an X on it. So that's this one. I think I had them. Right. Right? That's why I was getting that dialogue. Damn it. What's that noise? Oh. Okay. Am I missing a photo or something? Oh, wait a minute. Can I... No. These aren't interactable? Okay. Okay, well... Regarding your application for workplace injury assessment, we've gathered sufficient evidence to conclude that your leg injury was not caused by scientific research as activities. As such, your absence from work for the past 6 months shall be treated as absenteeism. According to the Winston Research Institute's employee policy, you are hereby dismissed from the Institute's physics research lab due to an excessive period of unauthorized absence. However, in keeping with Leviathan's philosophy of one for all and all for one, we have arranged a clerical position for you at the Institute's clerical office. Although this is different from your previous position, we hope that you will continue to serve the company well and undertake your new duties with enthusiasm. Remember, the company is above all else. Winston Research Institute. Okay, is there anything I haven't clicked on? Photo of Sean. I didn't mean to pick it back up. Huh. So where do I put the last photo? Yeah, we read all that. I believe I have all of these. I got the dialogue for all of these. So... This one. I guess I'm gonna look it up. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing wrong. There's probably a spot to do something different. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm ready to move on at this point, so... Should be... oh, actually, this should be my history. Because I did look up the 1984 book puzzle yesterday, so... Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just pulling up a video. You can't see it, but I'm almost done already. Okay, so this has... Oh, shit. this has everything in the same place except it's got this one
should be the
here.
Professor. This was part of the larger photo in
Okay.
Fred's office, with the words Gold Rush. I've heard of them in the company.
You'd think it had the X there, that would be the where Fred goes.
He is one of them. Why did he betray Leviathan and implicate me?
How was I supposed to know that?
I need to find him.
Alright, we can close this. Hose? Oh.
Home?
Yeah, sure. Ho?
Daniel.
Mother? Where are you?
Daniel, come. Hurry.
What? What's happening to me? Mother.
Is this right?
How?
Oh, yeah. Oh god, do I need to run or? Oh Jesus.
Ah!
That's gonna be a death. Damn it.
Mother.
Daniel, I'm here. Open the door, Daniel.
How?
Move, motherfucker. Oh. Did you get punched?
Where am I?
You're awake. This is my lab.
What are you gonna do to me?
Do? How about getting to know you? Or like family members who haven't seen each other in years. Let's talk about the past.
What are you talking about?
One is a father who has survived a disaster, lurking in the dark, waiting for an opportunity. The other is a son, whose memory has been manipulated.
Oh, that's my dad.
Now works as an executioner for the enemy.
I recognize him now. Yeah, father, yeah.
What are you saying?
I hope I've not spooked you. This half of my body is useless. If your big sister hadn't been so naughty...
Sister.
Hey!
No. What are you saying?
Calm down, young man. You don't have to recall everything all at once.
Who are you? What do you want with me? What is that?
There. It's all right. You must have been here at some point in time, somewhere in the depths of your memory. But Leviathan has altered your brain. These broken images must have made you feel confused at times.
No. Stop.
I know that feeling, Daniel. I know, as it is one of the results of my research. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that Mother would eventually apply what I did for her to my son.
What are you doing?
I'm going to bring you back and help you find your lost memories, Daniel. About the very beginning of this whole plan. I know you have many questions. All right, then. You may have realized how Fred and I came to know each other. The fact is, many years ago, we were members of an organization known as Gold Rush. We were sent to this city and created everything here.
Daniel, Leviathan's agent. In 3 days, I will create an opportunity for you to attack someone.
Who?
Shawn Mendes.
Professor, I don't understand. Isn't he the one who...
I will create this opportunity precisely because he has those bad habits.
So I will put that pen recorder in his locker again.
But he's already...
I wouldn't feel sorry for him if I were you.
Shawn Mendes, a smuggler and a thief. He's as much a criminal as the others.
Do I need to kill him?
You just need to create a distraction and take the cassette from him.
I'll contact my people in Leviathan and tell them to bring Daniel here.
Once Daniel learns about what happened between you and Shawn, he'll surely notify the Thought Bureau. Immediately. Don't hesitate. You must go to the Bureau that very night. And turn yourself in. Keep him busy with these crimes, but try not to arouse Mother's suspicion.
Professor, I can do it. As long as it helps your cause. But he's a Thought Bureau agent. If he sees my memory, he'll see you as well.
I think that's the plan, right?
Or is that what you want? For him to come and look for you?
I have faith in my children. They are my future.
I think I understand most of the broad strokes.
Wake up.
Daniel, have you really forgotten her?
March 24th, 1968, home. Can't look up. Oh, there we go.
Shh. Don't be scared, my little
Oh, so that
brother.
person in the
is your sister.
intro was my
The very
sister.
day that our family was forever separated. This is all my fault. Fred and I were studying the Dasein leak that caused both you and Lisa to be infected.
Okay, so it was about
Even though
me.
your lives were not in danger, Lisa's body underwent some similar changes.
No, Daniel, no, stop.
Daniel! Your soul and Lisa's are interconnected. As long as you are around, Lisa will never lose control.
My child, you must take good care of yourself. Go on, you monster, do it!
People like Mother and Fred may never appreciate the significance of the soul.
Oh shit.
They took you and Lisa. Stop you!
Should we bring this child back to the company?
Remember to wipe his memory clean. I don't want him seeking revenge. Ugh. Why does this place smell so bad? Ugh. You deserve it.
Oh, no, no. Michelle. I've lost everything.
Father.
It's all right, son.
All these years, what have I been doing?
Hey, it's okay. You're back. It's okay now. I have something to say to you. You need to listen carefully. I have failed in my duty as a father.
How's that?
I failed to protect my family.
Doesn't seem like it was your fault.
But as a man, I will not spare anyone who dares destroy our family. That's what I've been doing all these years. You need to protect your sister. You know that, don't you?
Where is she now?
You don't. After I've gained control of Fred's brain, I finally understood what Mother is really after. She wants Lisa's power. She wants unlimited freedom, but what she doesn't know is you are the key. Mother can only discover Lisa's secret when you are dead.
The key?
Mother will surely know that you have come to see me. I've thought of countless ways to save you. Countless. One day, she'll find out. But there's a way to stop her.
What?
I don't know how many people will come to investigate your memory. Your brain will continue to degenerate due to their endless probing, and one day, your memory will eventually collapse. I've planted a consciousness virus in your brain. When others come to view this memory, I will devour them, and subsequently all that Leviathan owns. But the most critical link is missing. Daniel, for that virus to work, we need to create a crucial event.
Oh, do I have to stab him?
I've not been a good father, Daniel. The thing I worked my whole life to create is the very thing that destroyed the people I love and destroyed this city.
Father, what are you doing?
I hope my death will create the karma in your brain that can put an end to all this.
I don't think that's how karma works, Dad.
Son. You need to kill me. Kill me.
Father.
Do at least one good thing. Be a man. Protect your family. It's all right.
No, why?
This is my
I've only just met
destiny. Hey, look at you. You're all grown up, kid.
This is a bit much.
No,
That doesn't even look like a fatal wound.
I promise you, I will keep the secret safe. I promise you. I'll keep the secret safe.
Okay. Learn the truth. Alright.
What happened to me?
Oh, we're in the same place? What's up with the bugs? Gross.
I found you, intruder. I'm going to tear you
Oh,
apart. Run, kiddo, run.
Did I die? What the fuck? I have no idea what happened. That's better. I was holding down L1 before, but I wasn't moving at this speed.
Let me tell you, these curses will stay with you. It's your brain.
I don't know if this is the right way. Chill, dude, chill. What you got there? Oh, gross. Right in the thigh, huh? Oh.
Murderer! Murderer! Murderer!
Please, let me
I can't take much more of this!
murderer.
Hey, hang in there. Focus on what's ahead. You need to concentrate. Leave the rest to me.
Is that Lisa?
Run! Hurry! He'll be here soon.
I'm running! Nobody behind me. Oh shit. Oh god. Okay. What's all this now?
No, this is not his destiny. Father. How about this? Give me some time. Behave yourself, father.
You saved me. Your voice. It's you. The voice in my head. Who are you?
I'm Lisa.
You don't know that?
Lisa McGovern.
You know that already, Daniel.
Yes. I've been observing you since you entered my brother's head.
I am your brother, right?
Time. Do you still have my brother's cassette player?
Yes, I still have it. Here.
Ha! Now this is a true classic. Hold my hand, tightly.
What now?
Let's go find my brother.
Hey, you should flip to the other side.
What?
I said this side's done, you should flip to the other side.
No, I want to play it in reverse, babe.
Babe. Don't be weird.
What is this place?
Maybe some kind of hyperdimensional space tunnel? I don't know. I can't even explain it myself. But you must be careful. There are other things here.
Other things? Okay. So what do we do now?
Observe. Find some memories related to my brother. I'll piece them back together. This will help me find him.
I'm right here. Who am I if not her brother? Oh, I not Daniel McGovern?
Why didn't you show up earlier? Only some intermittent sounds here and there.
I've been gradually regaining my ability as Daniel's condition worsens.
So now you're able to cross over to here.
That's right. I don't think he's going to make it. We need to work harder.
Uh-huh.
Hey, there's a lot of torn paper and colored pens here.
Let me try.
Oh.
That's right. It's a picture you drew as a child.
Oh, I was like, where's that music? Did I get an ad on my browser or something?
Do you know me? I mean, the me in the company.
I know you, in all the different times. So I feel safe letting you come into my brother's mind.
So you won't kill me anymore, right?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, keep an eye on our surroundings.
I'm not sure if this is what we're looking for. A broken toy train.
Let me take a look. His favorite toy. It was always going round and round.
You're really good
You're
at
really good
playing him?
You know that? Let's continue.
Okay.
Oh, are they
Whatever you say,
are they
boss.
talking to me, the player?
So, you're not actually a child, are you?
Oh, my. Why do you company employees always have so many questions? That's right. I'm not a child.
Then why do you look like a child?
Because this is the only image of me that my brother has in his mind. He's unable to build an image of me the way I am in reality.
Alrighty.
How about this? It looks like a broken camera.
Let me try. My father gave me this when I was in school. He always thought I'd take it with me when I went traveling the world, but I only got to use it a couple times before Daniel snatched it away. He always liked to play hide and seek with me, saying that there was a monster's eyeball behind me that could only be destroyed using the camera.
No wonder.
I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Lisa, how about this?
A photo. I don't remember who took it, but it's the happiest family photo we ever had. And also the last. Okay, everything's been restored.
What's going to happen next? Why don't you kill me? Like your father said.
Because you're a good person. Whether it's in this space or another space, you're a good person. You just don't know it.
When all this is over, can I go back?
Yes, when all this is over.
I'll keep the secret safe.
You should know more than I do about how Leviathan operates. If you fail to keep the secret, I'll kill you before it happens. You, in any time, any space. In the past or the future.
Well, how am I supposed to control what happens in the past? Doesn't sound very fair.
Shh. Stay right here.
No, it's gone. All gone. Oh. All gone.
Daniel?
Oh, is this old Daniel?
Do you know who I am? Can you help me look at this?
Hi, Daniel.
Do you know my parents? They're in this photo. But I can no longer see them clearly. Mutter? Otiet? Mom? I think my mother is calling me. She's calling me to dinner. Do you hear?
I think you have dementia, sir.
Oh, my little brother.
Dad. Dad, I failed to protect her. I didn't keep my promise. I don't want to stay in this lonely castle anymore. I can't take it.
Castle?
Dad, this is the castle. I feel that this world is like a castle, built from countless grains of sand, standing on a beach, covered with clouds, as the black waves continuously beat against it. Every time the waves come, they carry away some of the sand. In this endless eternity, I am the protector of this crumbling castle. The sand is my memories. The castle, ravaged by the waves, is the secret I have guarded all my life. one day, I will be swept into the sea with the last grains of sand. I can't hold on much longer. I'm trapped here forever. I will be completely forgotten. Father!
You've done very well, little brother. You've done very well.
But the castle... I want to see the secret again. I will never see it again.
My little brother, trust me, you will see it again, because I'm here with you.
Lisa. Why did you take so long to find me?
Good. Sounds like he's dying, like right now.
Much.
Daniel.
This feels like a movie I would have really loved when I was a teenager. Like if this was a movie, this is like the kind of movie I would love. Because it's like really weird and abstract, but... a little different as a game, to be honest. We'll talk about it here in just a minute. I think we're probably about done here. So, we'll do our little recap here in a few minutes. This isn't really a horror game anymore, is it? Let's turn our lights back on. We turned our lights off. We've been playing with the lights off because we try to do that with horror games. Oh. Finish the game! Are we? We're going back in time. Did we finish the game? Oh, we're about to get credits. Are we gonna get them, or? I guess we're not quite there yet. There have been multiple nods to Christopher Nolan films in this game. There was that very particular spinning top, the black hole looking thing in the scene we were just in a few minutes ago. That's got to be deliberate. "1984 is one of my favorite books." It's not saying much, because I've only read like a handful of books. I'm just not really a book guy. Okay, so we're back in 1966. Okay.
Daniel, Lisa,
Oh, we're not done yet.
it's time to eat.
Kids?
Mum, let me help you. Dad?
What is it, Daniel? Hurry up and sit at the table.
Dad, hurry.
Wait, who am I then?
Stood.
Oh, I'm the... Okay, I got it. I got it. So she can see me, but nobody else can. Oh, okay. I guess I'm mistaken.
Go. Go give him the camera. Thank you.
Oh. I'm the one that takes the picture. There we go. Let's go. We did it. Credits, baby. All right, let's okay. I thought something else was going to play for a second. All right, let's go. First things first here. The bottom center of the screen says that we have beaten 19 games in 2025 and 572 since we started doing this. Those, I don't know where those numbers came from. They're completely wrong. We've now beaten 20 games in 2025 and 573 since we started doing this. Let's go. All right, let's talk about the ups and downs of Karma: The Dark World, shall we? This is a very interesting game. Let me tell you... let's start here. I think this is a very good game. Is it going to rank in the top 100 for me? No, because it's not my kind of game. But I think objectively, this is an excellent game, probably. Maybe even an awesome game. And I will tell you why. It is a good... It's in the same vein as some, in a way, as some other games like Still Wakes the Deep, where it is a horror... kind of a walking sim kind of a horror game where there's not really a lot of puzzle solving. There is a little bit, but there's not a ton of gameplay mechanics. There's no combat, you know. There's a little bit of, there's enough gameplay that you really can't call it a walking sim, but it's a lot of experiencing the game, right? It's a lot. It's got some movie-esque qualities to it, you know. There are a lot of games like that, like Fort Solace is one that comes to mind, that I didn't really think were that good because you basically don't interact much at all. You're really just watching a movie. Plus, the content of the story is okay, you know, but it's not really anything special. This game sets itself apart in that the content of the game is very special. Just a few minutes before the game ended, I made this observation that if this were a movie that I was watching when I was a teenager, like when I was 18, when I was really into movies like Fight Club and Mulholland Drive and Donnie Darko and a lot of these like weird movies that you have to watch 6 different times to get it, I would freaking love this if it were a movie about what this game is about. I loved the book 1984 as a kid. It's one of the few that I actually got around to finishing. And this is obviously very, very heavily inspired, and it wears its on its sleeve. There's no confusion about what this is inspired by. It's very 1984, and it takes that story and gives it this weird supernatural bend where suddenly you've got these horrific monsters and you've got like weird botched scientific experiments and all of this crazy avant-garde surrealism in it and stuff. Oh, we're not quite done yet. 1974. All right, let's turn it back up. Leviathan Corporation Brain Department. I hope this doesn't get muted. In reality? What is this game trying to tell me right now? Daniel McGovern's death, age 28. Okay. Okay. I think maybe I understand. At this moment, in another room, Leviathan Corporation containment room. This is where they're keeping Lisa. I really hope none of this gets muted, because I really like this music. And this is a cool moment anyway. Would she just phase out? Did she escape?
To believe this is not the end.
Please take off your device, return to reality, and enjoy life.
Let us meet once again.
That's a pretty cool ending. That kind of solidifies what I was just talking about. So going back to that, that actually almost makes me feel differently about the game. That ending. So anyway. This game, let's go back to this. If I were a teenager and this was a movie, if I were 18 years old, 17, 18 years old, and I was watching this and it was a movie, it'd be one of my favorite movies ever. Because it is exactly the kind of film that I loved back then and still love to a degree, although I'm a little bit less patient with movies that don't make a lot of sense. Like direct sense anymore. I don't have the free thinking spirit that I had when I was a teenager, but I was really into weird movies back then. Again, movies like Donnie Darko, Mulholland Drive, I love those. Are some of my favorite movies. Were the ones that you have to watch them 5, 6, 7 times to really begin to understand what they're really, really about. I get that sense from this game. I almost feel like I need to read a Wikipedia article to explain like what's going on with this, with some of the inner workings of this game, with the story. If I were imagining a walking sim type, or maybe not walking sim, but combat-free game that would be perfect for my sensibilities as an 18-year-old, this is the kind of story I would come up with. Something that's heavily inspired by one of my favorite books, 1984, but has an odd supernatural bend, an odd horror bend, and has this weird disjointed story. So, like, when I think about stories of games, this is one of the coolest stories I have ever experienced in any video game. I would definitely understand if somebody played this and didn't feel that way the first time, or maybe wasn't the type that would really enjoy something that was a little bit more, quite a bit more abstract, or maybe they didn't like horror or something. I would understand people not liking it. But for my sensibilities, this is someone who likes the supernatural, likes weird shit, likes scary shit, likes that combination of stuff. Again, like Mulholland Drive or Donnie Darko, that kind of a thing. This is about the perfect story for that sensibility, for my teenage sensibilities. Now, let me explain to you now why it won't rank in the top 100, probably. It won't. Because... first of all, my sensibilities for games are very, very different. What I'm looking for in a movie is not at all what I'm looking for in a game. Story is not even in the top 5, maybe not even in the top 10 aspects of video games that I appreciate the most. It's probably in the top 10, but it's not in the top 5. What's that? This is not the end. Okay, so is there a New Game Plus? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. This is the kind of game that you need to play multiple times. So yeah, again, so let me explain why this isn't going to rank as high as it would if it were a movie. So what I'm primarily looking for when I'm playing a game is a fun challenge. This game isn't really a challenge. That's not the kind of game that it is. I wouldn't change that about this game. Because I think if you are into more narrative-driven games, this is about as good as it gets. But for me personally, the reason it won't rank as high as something like Dark Souls is because what I really get off on in video games is not story. It's more of the challenge of the game, right? So that's number one. Number two, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think I'm as receptive to more abstract plots as I was when I was a teenager, when I was 18, 20. I think some of my favorite stories in video games now are the ones that don't really fuck around with the story. Games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War Ragnarok, Last of Us 1 and 2. These are my favorite stories in games. Those are all incredible stories, but they don't beat around the bush. You know what those games are going into. Sure, they have twists, but you're never looking at the screen saying, what am I even looking at, right? With this game and with movies like Donnie Darko and Mulholland, David Lynch films and even some Christopher Nolan films to a degree. There's obviously, by the way, there's some very heavy Christopher Nolan influence. There were some very direct callbacks to Inception, Interstellar in this game that were very clear. Even what's the Guy Pearce one? Memento. Even that I could see some. I'm just not as into that kind of thing as I get older, and I'm especially not as into that when I'm playing a video game, right? So for those reasons, it's not going to rank high. But like, it's funny because it didn't really. I really enjoyed it at the beginning because it was just a cool experience. It's a beautiful game. The graphics are great. It looks really good. This is like a really good example of like Unreal Engine 5 doing about as well as it can do on a ninth generation console. I mean, it runs great. It looks great. The character models, the facial animations, the environments, all of it looks incredible. And it's what I was going to say before is it's funny. When I started playing the game, I was impressed by the way it looked, and I was enjoying the horror aspect, and I was like, oh, this is like a 1984 thing. That's cool. I'm enjoying this, and I was having fun with it. In the middle, it started to drag a little bit for me when the puzzles started to get a little bit harder, and I started to get a little bit more frustrated, and we were 3 hours into the game now, and I didn't really understand what it was about. I was starting to get a little bit frustrated, but this game puts a really nice bow on the game. The ending is extremely satisfying. It was the first time that I really got the sense of what the game was about, and that, like, oh, I need to play the game again now, because, like, I didn't now understanding what I know now, I'm going to go back and appreciate all those. Now, am I going to play the game again? No. But if I even go as far as to read the Wikipedia article or watch a playback again of this game, that'll be more than I do with almost any other game. Will I do that? Probably not, but it's possible. I'm very intrigued by the game. I'm just way busier now than I was when I was 18, so I just don't have time to do that kind of thing. I mean, there's movies, like, I've been trying to watch The Batman for, like, as long as it's been out, and I still haven't watched it, you know? It's like, it's probably not going to happen. But all in all, I really, really enjoyed the game. It looks great. It sounds great. The story is about as good as a story could be, just period. I mean, it is, if you're into that weird, abstract kind of a story, like something like Memento or Mulholland Drive or you know, one of those kinds of Donnie Darko, one of those kinds of story, the way that those stories are told. This is kind of in that vein, but more horror, and I really, really liked it. I really, really liked it. So overall, I think it's going to rank very well for the kind of game that it is. When I was halfway through, I was thinking, okay, this is kind of like Still Wakes the Deep or Nobody Wants to Die. And those games didn't really rank that well. I think this is going to rank better than those because the story is so incredible. I understand now. I don't usually read reviews before I play a game, but the only reason I even knew about this game was I just happened to see when I was putting in my own review on a different game on Metacritic, I happened to see this game in the latest releases or whatever, and I was like, what's Karma the Dark World? I've never even heard of that. And it had a 9.2 or a 9.3 user score, and I was like, what the hell is this? That's when I decided to play it. So that score makes sense to me now. I get it. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I made time for it in such a busy month. But yeah, good, objectively masterpiece level. No joke. Will it rank like a masterpiece? No, because I'm too much of a curmudgeon and too much of a gamer boy to give this kind of game that level of respect. But objectively, masterpiece, maybe. I mean, it's really, really good. All right, that's it. We are not going to continue the story. Maybe one of these days I'll look it up on Wikipedia and see if I can learn more about it. All right, last order of business, Karma the Dark World. It's been fun. I'm really glad that that we were able to make time for you. But we are now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye. Appreciate you. Well done. Okay, that's it for Karma the Dark World. Just a brief roadmap for the next few days in case you're interested. It's going to be a busy fucking couple of months. I'm moving over the next 2 months, and on top of that, in the next 60 days, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games coming out in the next 60 days. What the hell? Holy shit. So I'm just going to be playing new games. We didn't even get to play First Berserker Kazan. We're skipping it. And I'm going to find time for it at some point this year, but I don't know fucking when, because what we're going to do is see how Lost Records Bloom and Rage is up here on April 15th. It's April 4th right now, so there's 11 days before that comes out. But that's actually tape 2. Tape 1 is already out. So what we're going to do, since we have a few days before April 8th when South of Midnight comes out, so we're going to play tape 1 of Lost Records Bloom and Rage. If we have time between that and South of Midnight, we might play Industria, which is like a little 3-hour game that I've been meaning to play because the sequel's coming out at some point. But I bet we don't. I bet we'll have to go right into South of Midnight and then Steel Seed, which is like a first-person shooter. And then we'll play tape 2 of Lost Records Bloom and Rage. And then as soon as we get done with that, Mandragora. And then it'll definitely be time for Post-Trauma. Post-Trauma was originally supposed to come out on March 31st, I think. And it got delayed, so now it's at April 22nd. And then as soon as we're done with that, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 comes out. And then we don't have anything until May 6th. But Clair Obscur is probably a big game, so it'll probably take most of that. And then maybe we start First Berserker Kazan, because I don't know if Middle Eden is going to be that important to play right at launch. I don't know. We'll see. And then Midnight Walk, Doom the Dark Ages, Blades of Fire, Onimusha 2, Elden Ring Night Rain, and Lost Soulicide all come out in May. So, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to play all of those. I'm considering giving Night Rain the boot entirely, because it seems like it's multiplayer focused. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, it's on the list. And then things calm down on the once June starts, things calm down on the list a little bit for 2 reasons. Number 1, summer is always slower for games. Good. We need time to catch up. And number 2, it's just out a little ways at that point. So I'm sure June and July will probably fill up a little bit. We just don't know what, because there's a lot of games coming out this year that don't have a release date yet, but they'll get them. More and more of these games are getting announced release dates like 2-3 weeks before they come out now, or 1-2 months tops. So we'll get more. We just don't know what they are yet. All right. That's it. We are done. So if you're still here and you watch the whole video, or even if you watch the very end, thank you. I appreciate you. It means a lot to me. I will see you on the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.